Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or hi if you're new. For my public speaking class, I have to record a video where I am reading not reading. I'm not supposed to be reading it, but I will be. We're giving a eulogy. I'm gonna treat this like a monologue. This is a performance. I am giving a eulogy for Grimace, the McDonald's mascot. And I had to say like who I am in there, and I said that I am Grimace's niece. But I have decided that instead of doing it looking like this, I'm gonna get all dolled up and do like purple makeup to look like I am Grimace's relative, and also wear black and this black headband to look like I am at a funeral, to look like I should be giving a eulogy, because maybe I can get extra points for if my eulogy sucks. So this video is gonna be me getting ready for Grimace's funeral and the actual video assignment that I will be turning in to my professor. So without further ado, I have never said that before. Let me get into my little funeral fit and do my makeup. So I ended up putting on this cute black dress. I feel like this is something I would actually wear to a funeral because it's like got a pretty modest neckline and it's not like too tight anywhere. And for accessories, I did this little necklace, these earrings, and this headband. And like, I would actually wear this stuff to a funeral, so I think this is kind of funny that I'm doing all of this for a video for school about Grimace. But yeah, like, invite me to your funeral. I'll show up like this. So we will be starting out with putting my contacts in. I suppose I'll just like talk while I do this. I'll probably like skip ahead for some of the stuff. I think I've seen other people do that where they talk the whole time and they just cut ahead for some parts. And this is just like a get ready with me. But for Grimace's funeral, I don't really know what to talk about. I keep clicking my mouth. I'm sorry. I don't know why I do that. I do know that my friend Paige does that too. And our friend Christiana used to talk about how we'd always do that. Sorry if that's gross for you guys. I seriously might try to make my blush purple too. Like use like a purple eyeshadow just so I have like the whole Grimace look, even though, okay, so I don't know the whole Grimace lore. I had to do some Grimace research for this project because I needed quotes about Grimace. And I just found some like random articles. But like Uncle O'Grimacy, the Shamrock Shake guy that I'm sure you guys probably know about if you go to McDonald's or have been there in the month of March. I mean, I think that guy's green. He's his Irish uncle. And I am claiming to be his niece, so like, I'm just going with purple, but I suppose I could go with any color. But I just think that would make the most sense. Now I feel like I look like I'm crying, which is perfect. We are gathered here in this McDonald's funeral home today to celebrate the life of my Uncle Grimace. I haven't practiced this at all. Don't tell my professor that until after she grades it. But I have her next semester too, so don't tell her at all. I think I'm taking like interpersonal communications with her, so that should be fun. This is my eyelid primer. If you don't use eyelid primer and you have greasy eyelids, you need eyelid primer. I just use the Self one. I love it. I'm sure there's more expensive ones that are better, but this one works really well for me. It does last all day, but at the end of the day, if you have it on for like 15 hours, that's about where it starts to not hold it anymore. But if you're gonna wear it less than that, then this is totally good enough, and it does last a fair amount of time. Okay, so I just finished that up off camera, and then I always go in with a white base shade. I actually have no idea what purple shade I'm gonna use, but I'm thinking I might use one of the two in this palette. I'm gonna try the darker one. Okay, that eyeshadow was honestly pretty difficult to work with, but I made it work. I just got this purple eyeliner from Sephora. I don't know how this is gonna look with purple eyeshadow, but I'm gonna try it and see, because gotta make everything purple. I'm honestly considering making my eyebrows purple, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, this is so hard to use, and it is even harder to tell if it's going on when it matches my eyeshadow, so I think I'm just gonna use a black one over what I already did. And in the process of putting that on, I irritated this contact lens, which is so great. We are doing great right now. Now we're just gonna curl my eyelashes. I honestly don't know if these do anything. I've been asked if they do. I always use it because I feel like it does, but I genuinely don't know. Maybe this was a waste of money, but I like using it. I have also heard about people ripping their eyelashes out with these, which terrifies me. But I mean, if you're careful with it, then I recommend using it. Okay, so for my blush, I'm thinking that instead of my normal pink that I usually use, that I'll use the lighter purple in this palette. I don't know if that'll work, and this is not the brush I usually use, but I don't want to mess up my blush brush. I don't know if this is even showing up right now. I'm just doing my highlight like normal, so that's nothing too exciting. But, I mean, you gotta be glowing at a funeral. You know, Grimace is a star, and his whole family is, so we just really shine. That is also why my face is so fucking oily. Okay, next step is the purple eyebrows. I do not know how this is gonna turn out. It's like Jesus Christ. It's like a dark purple, so it's still kind of brown. It might not even look purple, it might look like I just filled in my eyebrows too dark. I think it is kind of giving purple. I feel like that just sounded so lame. It's giving purple. It's giving eyeshadow brush. Jesus. It's giving, she went over her eyebrow. Yeesh. What am I doing? I am messing this up so bad. Okay. We can fix this. Okay. Now I look insane. I'm gonna try to wipe some of that off with this. Well, this is how my brows are gonna look. I suppose the last steps are powder. I'm just gonna use this HD powder, Perfect Finish e.l.f. Then I will be all purple and ready to go. I do not know what my professor is gonna think of this. Unfortunately, I think the best that I can do is this, which is very dark. I was hoping I'd have like a bright purple. I really thought I had more purples. I look like I would flinch at a Gino. I'm a full face of purple, so I can work with it. I guess all I really need to do now before I can record the video is fix my hair. I'm gonna brush it and adjust the headband. And then I need to actually practice my speech or my eulogy before I record it. I haven't worn this in years and it was so dry. It might just be old. I actually hate this so much. Okay, so I decided that my bookshelf will be my little background. I have Christmas decorations on it. Let's see what'll be visible. But I want to have it lower. So this is like about what will be visible in the video, I suppose. I just put everything that I need to say. That was my dog. in a Google Doc because I had it all in a Word document in like an outline format, and now I put everything that I'm going to be saying there because I will be reading it, which I shouldn't be doing, but I will be. Alright, Lauren, we're going to treat this like a monologue. You did theater. You got this. As I'm sure you all know, Grimace was accused of murdering thousands of people with his McDonald's birthday milkshake.
You should have ordered fries.
As I'm sure you all know, Grimace was accused of murdering thousands of people with his McDonald's birthday milkshake, mostly on the social media app TikTok. Many of you may have formed opinions on what type of person Grimace was based on that. But I am here in this McDonald's funeral home today to tell you what kind of person Grimace really was. If you don't know who I am Grimace's niece. While Grimace may have murdered thousands with this purple birthday milkshake, he should be remembered for the joy and laughter he brought to his friends, family, and children all around the world. I would like to start off by acknowledging Grimace's family. Grimace was loved by his family, and Grimace comes from a large family. The NBC Chicago article, McDonald's announces new Grimace birthday meal and shake, with the first ever menu item by Francie Swindler, published June 6, 2023, states, "The purple creature hails from Grimace Island and comes from a huge family, including his Grandma Winky, Aunts Tilly and Millie, and his Uncle O'Grimace." Grimace enjoyed spending time with his family. They always spent holidays and birthdays together, and Grimace would visit them often. He loved sharing the McDonald's spotlight with his Uncle O'Grimace for his St. Patrick's Day Shamrock Shake. Grimace even helped his uncle book the job. He truly loved and cared about his family to the end. Now that I have acknowledged Grimace's family, I will move on to Grimace's loving friends. Grimace was loved by his friends. Grimace has a lot of history with the other McDonald's mascots. Back in his days of milkshake thievery, he and the Hamburglar got along very well. The Today article, Grimace inspired a new McDonald's shake, but what is he exactly, by Emmy Boskamp, published June 8, 2023, Grimace made his first appearance in a McDonaldland commercial in 1971, when he was known as Evil Grimace, running off Hamburglar style with milkshakes. Grimace and the Hamburglar go way back with their McDonald's shenanigans. Grimace made many friends through McDonald's, including Ronald McDonald, Bertie the Early Bird, and Mayor McCheese. Now that I have acknowledged Grimace's friends, I will acknowledge the children from all around the world who loved Grimace, whom Grimace would have called his friends just the same. Grimace was loved by children all over the world. Grimace was featured in McDonald's commercials, and toy figurines of him have been distributed to children through Happy Meals. Grimace brought joy to many children over the years. The Business Insider article, A History of Grimace, the bizarre McDonald's mascot now making a comeback as a queer meme icon, by Chris Pinella, published July 1st, 2023, he became a jolly purple giant with an extremely goofy disposition, a bit of a course correcting for his previous evil deeds. The new and improved fuzzy and friendly Grimace was a successful mascot, quickly joining Ronald McDonald in a variety of advertisements. Whenever I told people Grimace was my uncle growing up, they always told me how much they loved him. I never understood it when I was young, because to me he was just my uncle, but to them he was like Santa Claus. He was a warm and fuzzy person with a kind heart that would bring them milkshakes whenever they'd go to McDonald's. What child wouldn't love him? Now that I have acknowledged Grimace's family, friends, and the children that adored him, I will start to wrap this up. While Grimace may have murdered thousands with his purple birthday milkshake, he should be remembered for the joy and laughter that he brought to his friends, family, and children all around the world. Just for today, I ask you to find it in your hearts to forget the wrongs that Grimace has done, and remember the reasons that he is left behind to be missed.